Some of you may not have heard about this already, but yesterday in Texas, there was a deadly car accident, an SUV carrying like 12 illegal immigrants, fleeing ICE agents. Police officers in Texas rolled several times. People were ejected. In total, 5 killed, and the rest were like airlifted to the hospital. Just complete carnage. Very, very sad. Now, I just feel terrible for what happened. You know, I would never wish that on anybody, whether they're legal, illegal. I mean, it's just tragic. But we can't overlook the fact that this is a microcosm of porous borders, failed immigration policy, and previous administrations just kicking the can down the road. I mean, this just goes without saying. It's time to do something. It's time to build the wall. Because had that wall been in place, there's no way they would have been able to just come over here. Now, the person driving the SUV was a U.S. citizen, allegedly, and they were smuggling these people. And, you know, ICE agents were onto it. So there was a chase. They were going about 100 miles per hour. They hit some gravel. I guess it lost control of the wheel, and the SUV spun several times, or flipped several times. I mean, like, how many people could have been, more people could have been killed? You know, what if it rolled into a crowd? You know, like, this endangers so many people because of our failed policies. And, you know, the average person, they're just overwhelmed with emotion because of the images that media keeps putting up of crying children and kids in cages, and they're focused on this separation of family aspect. They're not focused on digging this problem up by the root, which is people crossing the border illegally are committing more crimes once they're here. Crossing the border, you've already broken the law. And then someone smuggling and then fleeing officers, speeding down the highway, going 100 miles per hour, that's a felony right there. Because now several people are dead. There could have been kids on board. We just don't even know. But the media, the way that they're spinning this, you know, the headlines read like, because ICE agents are pursuing illegal immigrants, there's a car accident. That is the wrong rhetoric. That is the damaging rhetoric I talked about in my last video. These people are risking their lives trying to save other lives and trying to enforce the law, you know. And here we have a tragic accident where probably more people could have been killed, and all people can focus on is how children are being separated from family, you know, as they're crossing the border illegally. There's absolutely no responsibility being put on the parents that put their kids in danger, coming up here, going through the desert in tremendous heat, and there's rattlesnakes and everything else that they're having to go through, child trafficking. So, like, in reality, their parents, having been separated from their kids are like in the best possible situation. I mean, what are the alternatives? Set the kids free in America and let them wander the streets? Turn them around, send them back to wherever they came from without their parents? Put them in jail with their parents? Or put them in a facility where they can be, you know, fostered and cared for? At least they're protected there. Nothing bad is going to happen to them there. And that's all people are focusing on. But in reality, people are dying because of this. It's not making the problem better by just letting them in. And the media just suggests, oh, this would never happen if the ICE agents weren't so aggressive in their pursuit of asylum seekers. They should just let them walk right in. Well, we don't even know who the people are that are coming in. There could have been drugs on that SUV. That could have been a child trafficking scheme. We don't even know. And see, that's the whole problem of why we need better border security. It's time to build the wall, man. Build the wall.